Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Okay, I think I am in all the places now. I'm Kalua and I'm imperfectly amazing. How are you this Tuesday evening? All right, we are Tuesday evening before the autumn equinox. Ooh, I'm so excited and so grateful I was able to connect with some beautiful souls here in this area, and we did a woman's circle for the autumn equinox this past weekend, and it was just there's just all I can say is it was so lovely. It's one thing to do this stuff, right? To work with the energies and to do the things, but it's another to come together in celebration and ceremony and do these things together. And it's just such a lovely practice, and I really enjoyed it so much, and I'm so grateful for some amazing ladies. So I'm sure you may have already seen some pictures out there, but I'm sure you'll be seeing some things as we go along. And hello, Wise. Nice to see you. And if you are joining me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, be sure to say hello because otherwise I don't see you. So I would love to say hello to you. So here we are. We are moving into the autumn equinox tomorrow. We're moving into balance, right? This is when day and night. Hey, Donnie, so great to see you. Another change maker doing amazing things. Lovely. So we're moving into fall. This is when we move into balance. So it's funny, summer and winter are both seasons of imbalance, but they balance each other as we move through the year. But now in between, we come back to this place of balance. So this place of equal day and night, but also for us, we come back into that balance. Summer is fire, and we've been, go, 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 long days. We're doing more, hopefully playing too, right? And now we're going to pull back in again, and we're going to ground, right? So we're moving into earth now. Fall is earth, okay? We're going to ground and root, and we're going to receive. Okay, this is a time of harvesting all of the seeds and bulbs you've planted, whether it's, was this year or years prior. We're harvesting. And so just a reminder that if you are not receiving, if you're, deflecting your harvest, your abundance, we got to work on some worthiness stuff. Okay. So you deserve to receive the fruits of your labor. And if you're not receiving them, let's upgrade that worthiness. Okay. The other thing is now we're going to plant our new bulbs. We're going to plant our intentions. In the spring, we plant seeds, okay, and they come up along the way. But fall is when we plant our bulbs. And I truly consider this more of the like New Year's resolution time than New Year's, right? Any farmer would know to never plant a bulb in, freezing ground and expect it to grow. Okay. So we plant the bulbs now, those big intentions. And then what we do is get some clarity. And now we're grounded, right? We're the season of earth, we're grounded, and we get clear on what we're going to do in this season to take us a little closer to those intentions. We don't carry everything. I gave the ridiculous example in our group today in O Shift Here We Grow that, okay, my intention is to take a rocket ship to the moon. I'm not going to figure out how to launch tomorrow, right? I might figure out how do I even find out about getting trained for that? Okay. Right. So we want to be realistic about it. And we want to set down the things that are not in alignment with the intentions, especially this season, right? This is our season. It's truly the last season of the year, the full season, right? This takes us to December 21st, which is the winter solstice and essentially the holidays, the end of the year, right? This season is when we do all our holidays and we're finishing off the year, and we have this tendency to want to like go big, like, oh, okay, maybe I took time off over the summer and now I'm going to hit it, and then the holidays hit and we're like, what was I thinking? And then we get all overwhelmed and we set everything down, and then we have no momentum at all. So what I want you to do is, again, that grounded, realistic, what is in alignment, and move forward with that. Move forward with that. And it's that same idea of a great day starts the night before. So a great year will start that last season before. So we don't want to overwhelm ourselves and just throw it all down and have no momentum going into the new year. We want to be realistic about what we want to do. And again, those intentions, the intentions include the family. What are my intentions? I want to spend time with my family over the holidays. So how am I going to put my plan into place to make sure that that works and that I don't completely lose sight of everything else? So a lot of stuff to plan out, to put into place. And here's the other thing. So this is sort of that energy that's coming up this week is the gap. And I posted earlier today about the gap, right? So when we plant these bulbs, now our mind is already like, okay, I planted this and I want it now. Yes, we do. And so sometimes there can be some discontent with the present, with what is happening now, because now our mind is already going over here, right? And there's this gap between where we are and where we want to be, what we desire. And so what happens is a couple things. One is we actually widen the gap. We widen the gap because we get out of alignment. We get out of that high vibration. We get out of being the person who's pulling that towards us, right? Because when you're not acting as if, you're not making the choices at the same way a person who already has it does. So you're out of alignment with that. The other thing is we're losing all the joy. Another example I gave earlier when I talked in the group was, they've done these studies about like how many years by the end of your life, how many years you've sat at a stoplight, right? And sitting in traffic. And you could, right? It's inevitable. You're going to sit at stoplights. You're going to be in traffic, and you can go to every stoplight pissed off about, I'm in a stoplight again. Why don't these people move? Blah, blah, blah. Right? Or you could be like, oh, hey, what kind of motivational podcast can I pop on real quick now that I'm not driving? Now that I'm not moving. You can how is my alignment? Oh, maybe I'll stretch my back a little bit. Oh, right. There are other ways you could spend that time so that gap is filled with joy. And when you're spending, let's be real, we spend a lot of time in the gap because that's just how things process. It takes a little while to get from one point to the next. It's called the journey, right? We're meant to do that because we're meant to grow, to grow into the person who gets there. So we want to enjoy it. And it's really easy to fall out of that. And I've done that where it's like at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, what was my favorite part of today? And I'm like, oh, I really rushed through the day and I didn't enjoy any of it. Yikes. So now it's in my mind for tomorrow that I'm going to bring some more joy back into my day. And, it doesn't need to be just the, oh, yay, today I had a whole spa day for myself, or I traveled cross country, or right. It's the little things that every day did I race through and like, answering the emails, these sons of bees, like, why can't they figure it out themselves? Or did I make myself a cup of tea and relax and just, okay, now it's time for emails, and oh, there we go. Right. And get into that state of high vibration, of love, of being in joy, because that is when we pull more joy to us. So minding that gap, that's what I said earlier to them, mind the gap. Okay. um and yes, so in the group, well, in both of the groups, quite honestly, we in O Shift Here We Grow, we do some activities, we do some guidance, some activities around this stuff. We do the the healing to keep you moving. And then in the Desire Academy, we get just even a little more rooted into it, and we come up with the, so it's not just a, hey, here's let's do this meditation together, let's do it now, we're going to like actually work it out, and okay, what's going on, and let's create the plan, and what is going to be your bulb planted for these next few months, and how are we going to stay in alignment with that, and how are you going to be in alignment with yourself to figure out how to move closer towards it, and to be in alignment with yourself so that the actual it that you're moving towards is in alignment for you. Okay. Because it's really easy to create intentions around what you think the world expects of you, what you expect of yourself, what you think you should be doing, and not with what is truly your purpose. And on top of that, sometimes, well, let's probably all the time, especially, right? I'm always talking to the change makers. So our path tends to be different than the status quo. And I just did that recently too, where I made a decision where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is totally against the grain. And I feel really uncomfortable. And I had to really lean into that discomfort. And so it was because I was in alignment, and I knew that the messages that I was getting were in alignment. And so it allowed me to trust the process, to trust myself as I navigated the discomfort. So it's really important, my loves. Okay. Dot, hello. It is so good to see you. I love you, my friend. Hello. Love the idea of alignment. It has been such an experiment lately. Yeah. Connect with what is in alignment. Keep it simple. Love it, says Donnie. Yes. Yes. I mean, it's just, I know, I feel like a chiropractor always talking about alignment, but it is just it's almost like the secret sauce. It's when you get to that place and you're getting the messages and you're trusting them and you're trusting yourself, it allows you to just move forward. Maybe there's fear, but you're not paralyzed by it. It doesn't stop you because you're like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but I know I'm supposed to be doing it. And I can't wait to see how this turns out. Right. And trusting that. Yeah. Dot says, yep, need to plant like Johnny Appleseed. Plant, trust, and celebrate. It's going to bless others later, and it serves your mission. Yes. Spoken like a true change maker over there for sure. And remembering this season is preparing us for the next imbalance. Okay. So the next imbalance is the hibernation, the reflection, the short days, the element of water. So that's when we get into it. And that's where we prepare. we prepare and we put things into place for the spring when these bulbs start to sprout, when they start to shoot up. So it is a whole process, but as we work with this energy, we get to work with ease, with joy. It just gets to be good. It doesn't have to be the constant fight. If you're in a place of fight, it's time to sit back and reevaluate. Okay? If you're in a place of struggle, it's time to sit back and reevaluate. We need to talk. Okay? If you're not receiving your rewards, we need to talk. All right, my loves? Yeah, Dot says ebb and flow for sure. So we had the beautiful Autumn Equinox Women's Circle last week. I loved it so much. Be on the lookout. I am most likely going to, you know what, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm doing something for winter solstice. I am going to be doing something for winter solstice. There it is. There's my intention. And yeah, be ready for that. And yeah, just be ready. It's just a beautiful way to welcome the energy, to welcome that shift, that transition, and to be in flow with it. I have also next week a few more. So I did offer this month some individual sessions, the Autumn Equinox guidance and readings to help you with this, to give you that one-on-one. And I've done some already. I'm filled this week, and then I have some spots next week. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, please do so. I'll be really honest. I'm setting an intention that this is probably something I won't offer again, because this is how I work with you in the Desire Academy. I wanted to put it out there for everyone for autumn, because autumn, like I said, is almost, I think autumn is the New Year's. Okay. That is like autumn equinox is truly when we want to be doing the New Year type goal setting, intentions, whatever it is you want to call them. This is the time, and I want to support people in doing that. And I want to help people remove overwhelm from their vocabulary. Set that down. Let's get out of that. Somebody is going to be at that winter event. Hooray. I'm sorry, I cannot see who it is. It just says Facebook user. So, but I see you and I love you. And if you want to put your name in there, I'd love to say hello. Yes. So by all means, if you'd like to take advantage of those, the next week, the last week of the autumn equinox guidance and readings, I would love to work with you. Go ahead and message me and we can get you set up. And yes, I would love to, let's see. Oh, and Dot says, it's Jennifer. Yes. Hi, Jennifer. It's so good to see you, Jennifer. Yes. She will be there with me. And Jennifer is just the sweetest. She wasn't able to make it to us on the autumn event, but the morning of, she sent this beautiful message to everybody in the event, and it was so wonderful. So this is just the wonderful people that come together when you're doing this stuff. It's in flow and it's beautiful. And this is what I love. So yes, this is what I've got for you today. I can't say enough. If you are, I feel like this is what I do. I help you in the gap. Okay. If you need some support getting into alignment, if you need some support with receiving, with your worthiness, with finding out who you truly are so that you can have what you desire. And it's funny, I was just listening to Abraham Hicks today. And again, it was that message of you get to have it all. You get to have it all. That's it. You get to have it all. The only thing that says different is old beliefs. It's Somebody came up with it at some point and everybody bought into it. And it's just not true. And if you've done some of this stuff and you've pulled it into yourself and you've sat on the other side of it, you're like, I do get to have it all. And the more in flow that you can be with it, the easier it gets to be. That harmony. And that was the big message for this week, is that harmony in the gap. Okay? That harmony in that place of divine wisdom, divine timing, faith, the trust, that mystery. It gets to be a mystery. And knowing that there is no right or wrong. There's just learning opportunities. It's all about the journey, which is the gap. Okay? So that is what I have for you today. I hope this was super helpful. I love you. I see you. I believe in you. Bye.